he has dropped the course, so
Oh, he's dropped the course. Oh, darn.
yeah, so he won't be joining us anymore. And I haven't heard from any of the other members. I think it was Dennis and Aura.
Yeah.
Were the other.
Yeah.
So I haven't heard from them, but we will just get going.
Well, that's okay. You're supposed to only have about 3 or 4 anyway, so it works out.
Yeah, it does. So, do you want to just kind of read through them?
Yeah. So, first step is create 2 blank worksheets in the workbook.
Okay. So I've got these down here.
Yep. So it says on the new sheet, the first one you created, transpose the data from the original given sheet so that the part numbers show in a column rather than a row with all the information and so forth.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you'll do that by taking all of these, Control Shift over and down,
all right,
copy them, and bring it over here, and then you'll special paste it and be sure to check the transpose box.
Right.
And that'll do that for you.
Just a quick question. Tucker, did you have yours done, or are you still working on yours?
I'm still working on mine.
Okay.
Okay. Actually, I want to give you a little hint here. There's one step that comes after. So one of the steps that they want us to do is separate the different suppliers with a blank cell here. But before you do that, if you haven't already done that, because what I found, because then they want to make sure that everything's uniform. And so you'll come in here and make sure that everything has the $sign.
Right.
So you'll hit Control Shift down, and it'll only go to this break. So then you'll have to do it. So before you do the breaks, just do it. Do this first. That way, it's all uniform. Before you do the breaks, you won't have to do it every. Because I had to do it. I think there's like 5, 6, or 7 of them.
Well, you can also highlight the whole column and do it that way too.
Oh, you're right.
That's how I did mine. So yeah.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. Perfect. Awesome. Okay.
All right.
So step 3 is done with it. Am I the only one that hasn't finished yet?
Yes.
I've actually finished it. Yeah.
I don't know. I tried to get it done so I know what questions I have to ask if I have any. So
same.
Yeah. I try to at least start it so that if I do have any questions, like we'll run it through, I can type them out and go do it as we kind of go, if you will. But I actually started and got most of.
Did you do the transpose?
Through, I guess.
Yeah. No, let's go through it because, like last Tuesday, I went to another meeting just to see what it was like, and I found something I'd forgotten. So maybe I'll go to 2 meetings every night.
Okay. Step 3. Also, after you organize the first worksheet as described above, we need to add another item. This item is called Hook. Part number 999999, supplied by AlphaGen. Has no inventory. It's air shipped and lead time is 14 days. It's free, which means the supplier gives it to us free as part of the supplier because it's free. It should be the last item shown at the bottom of AlphaGen.
So just did an insert, right, for that?
Yep, just an insert there.
Yep, added that. Okay. Step 4, also on the first sheet, we want a blank row in between each sets of supplier.
That's another insert.
Yeah, there was no other trick, was there? Like multiple inserts, you just had to go down and insert, right?
Yeah, I think you just had to go to the bottom of each supplier and insert.
I mean, a quick way. I mean, so you could use the F4 key that we ran through.
I did that.
So that is one way. You could also control highlight each of the rows where you want inserted, and then just do the click once.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Well, I did. So
I did the repeat. I did the repeat after I did the first one, but yeah, on F4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a pretty small amount of time that you save doing that, but the F4 is actually nice.
Yeah. Okay, so
let's see, where are we at now?
We're step 5. Also, on the first new worksheet, we don't need modem cable anymore. Part number 2102045. Please completely remove it from the sheet. However, we do not want a blank row showing there. So just a basic delete row, right?
Yep. Yeah, you just select it, select the row, and then you'll just delete it. Yeah. Was there an easy way to find that part number?
Yeah, so I don't think we have technically learned this.
The search thing.
But Control F will bring up a control find. And
then you can just type in the part number.
And then you can type in the part number and it'll find it for you. So
no, I just looked for it. I didn't know that trick. So
yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So yeah, it'll find whatever you want to find if it's in the spreadsheet.
That's a good trick.
Yeah, and it'll even find.
You can type in any of these, right? And it'll.
Yeah. So, and if you yours is formatted a little different because it's a Mac, but
yeah, I know. We should probably switch it, huh? Does someone else?
No, you're fine. I'm just for the find feature. You can actually find stuff in formulas. So if you have typed in something like in a formula, you can actually find that it'll search in a formula. So if the cell is showing 20 cents, but that's actually a formula, so it'll find that like material cost.
Okay. Huh. Cool.
So and then we'll probably learn this, but Control H brings up a replace. And so if you want to find something and then replace everything with something else. So say, for example, you had a part number 2110, right? And they have changed that part number to 5555. You can find all of the part numbers that have 2110 and replace them with 5555 all at the same time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah. We'll stick to this mini project.
Focus.
Okay, so we're on number 6 now.
Yep.
Okay.
On the second worksheet, again, transpose the data from the original given sheet so that the part numbers show in the column rather than a row, together with all the other information relevant for purchasing in columns next to the part numbers. Organize a list of data. So they're only the items show that are shipped by air and rail.
So we just did that by a filter, right?
Yep, a filter.
Well, the filter special or filter something, whatever. Customs. No, filter.
It was it was a filter, and then you come into the filter and you'll just select air and rail.
Yeah.
So we don't necessarily want to get rid of the optional or the truck. That's right? Correct?
Right. Yeah. You're not getting rid of it. You're just deselecting them.
It just hides it. Yeah.
Yep. That's why all these numbers are over here, 14 to 17, because that's either an optional or a truck. Or 15, 16.
Okay. Okay. So do not delete any information. Just make it so that only the rows with air and rail items show in the spreadsheet. Also sort the air and rail items according to material cost, with the cheapest item shown at the top. Okay.
So that one we'll want.
So you just use the filter, right? Yeah.
No. So that one you're gonna want to sort it.
Yeah.
So
but you use the filter, not the custom sort, correct?
No, for that one, I believe I did use the custom sort because the filter won't. You can only, the filter you can only filter one thing at a time. So let me. So you select all those, do a custom sort, and you'll sort by.
So you're just sorting by cheapest to the most expensive, right?
No, so you're doing two things. So you're sorting by air and rail. So air, actually, it looks like it got rid of my formatting when I switched it over to.
Well, because it says
did it say to sort the air and rail?
Sort the air and rail items according to material cost. So I think you're just sorting the material cost. So I think you have it right.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're just sorting material costs from.
Yeah. So you're right. I did do that with just the.
From largest to smallest, right?
You're just clicking on the material cost there and smallest to largest. Okay. Okay. Finally, we want to be able to quickly hide and unhide back and forth the material cost and the current inventory columns so that we have the option of not showing those confidential columns when we review the spreadsheet with customers and or suppliers.
So that you'll go to.
That's a grouping, right?
Data, under the data tab, and you'll add a group.
Perfect.
And I've already done that, so I need to actually get rid of that group.
Yep.
So then you can just hide those.
Yep.
That's why I titled this one presentation sheet, because it's the one you'd want to show as a presentation.
Now back up a second. Which sheet were you hiding or doing the grouping on?
So that you're wanting your material cost and your current inventory. You're wanting to hide that because that's proprietary information.
Yeah. But what I'm asking, is it the first sheet we created or the second sheet we created?
It's the second sheet.
Oh, I took it as the first sheet for some reason.
Yeah, the first one is really just for our own, as if we were in the company, it would just be for our own purposes, our own use. And the second one would be to present to a buyer.
Okay, so I'm just gonna group here.
Okay.
Okay, so that takes care of 6.
And then it says on both worksheets you created, make sure all of the columns and rows are the right size so that the report are professional and easy to read. Okay.
So when they say right size, it doesn't have to be equal size, just fit the data.
Yeah, just
right.
Okay.
Yep, just make sure.
I'm not sure exactly what lead time means. Will you please research into what that means? And then on the lead time label on the header row of both sheets you created can create some kind of description that automatically pops up when the user goes to that cell. That way the user will be able to brief the description of the lead time means, but I don't want to see the message. Make sure this is on both sheets you created.
Yeah. So you just go to the lead time heading and you just add a note, or what do they call that?
A comment.
Comment.
Yeah. You can right click and add comment. I think there's a way to do it up here in.
So did you just like Google lead time and then just
I did. Yep.
Okay.
It's the time between the initiation of and completion of the production process.
Perfect.
And you got to put it in both of those. So I've got it in here as well.
Okay.
That's number
8. So 9, on both worksheets you created, please be sure that all of the cells are formatted correctly in a manner consistent with the original data provided.
So that's where you're.
For example, the material costs are shown. I gotcha.
Yeah, that's where you want
and an appropriate number of decimals, etc. So were there any like?
So when they say appropriate, I did 2 decimals for the dollars, you know.
Yes.
So.
Yep. And there's really nothing else that we need to format, right?
Nope, not really. I don't think so. I mean, inventory is just general.
Yeah.
That's already stated that it's days, and I think it's just the cost is all that needs to be formatted.
Okay. So step 10, create one more worksheet that summarizes key information for the items using the data on the original sheet provided. Specifically, we would like to see the average, the standard deviation, the highest and the lowest values for both material cost and lead time, respectively. This means there should be 4 values summarizing all material costs and 4 more values summarizing all lead times, 8 values total. This should be presented in a table with average, standard deviation, highest and lowest, shows in rows, material costs and lead times in column. Organize these summary values on the sheet professionally.
So, yep, I just it wanted the values or the titles of the values over here on this side, and then the material cost and lead time up here. I gave the chart a title, summary values. And then for this, I just went in, grabbed all my, we're looking for the.
So are you grabbing it off of the original spreadsheet?
Yeah, that's what because that's what it said to do.
Okay. Using the data on the original sheet provided. Okay.
And we want material cost. So I came in here, you can do your command shift over, and you can name that material cost. You come over here again, you get your, it was lead time.
Yeah, lead time.
Same thing. Name that lead time, and then you come over here and you do your average material cost, your average lead time, your standard deviation material cost, standard deviation lead time, your large. I guess I also could have done max, huh? Should I have done max? I think I probably should have, huh?
Large or small, I thought. Is what I did.
Let me see what max does.
Have we not learned
max?
I don't think we've learned max yet.
Oh, okay. That would explain that.
No, I think we did.
Really?
I don't think we did. I did in my statistics class. But
I thought we did.
I don't recall it at all. So
yeah, I'm pretty sure we haven't. We've only done large and did we do max and min?
I thought we did max and min.
So max and min would actually be easier because
was that in a previous lesson then? First one?
I don't know. I don't remember actually doing max and min.
Yeah, that's why I kept saying
large and small. You have to set the array, which is fine. It's just one. I mean, not the array, the K, but min you wouldn't have to. I don't know.
Well,
either way, I think
I'm sticking with large and small and just putting the number 1 for each of them, you know, and after the comma.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do too.
Yeah, so in summarizing data, so that was either 5 or 6. I can't remember what assignment that was. We learned max and min.
Okay.
Why? I don't know why I can't remember that.
It's the same lesson that we learned large and small.
Oh, is it?
That's probably why. There was a lot of those little tricks in there. I just remember it because I'm doing the exact same thing in my stats class. So we're getting our 5-number summary, which includes the max and the min.
I took that one last semester, so
I'm really glad I'm taking these two together. It's actually really awesome. Okay.
Okay.
So we got all 8 values.
Perfect.
So that was for number 10.
That was 10. Yep.
So now we're just naming them.
Yeah. 11. Give all 4 worksheets names that are descriptive of what each shows. Organize the sheets in an order that makes sense.
And then color them.
And assign them a unique color. 12. Clean up all sheets you created. Make them look as sharp and professional as time permits.
Yeah. And then that's it.
So don't you think the summary tab should go first or no? I always put it first. Not saying that it has to be. That's always what I have done.
Yeah.
Just so that it's the first one. It's because it is the summary.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm totally open for feedback on that.
That was my same thought pattern. I've been putting it first on both of these all these projects. So
okay.
But
I don't have a problem with
that. That's a personal choice.
Right. Yeah. I think it's
personal preference.
Yeah. I think either at the beginning or the end. I think the middle doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it, guys.
Cool.
Yeah.
So the only thing I have to correct is I did my grouping on the middle sheet instead of the last sheet. So that's what I did. I took it as the. So now I got to figure out how to take a grouping off. Anybody remember?
To take
a grouping off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go to data and just do. Is that what it's called?
You go to what?
So you select your group. Yep. You go to data. Here.
Yeah. Yeah. So select the group that you want to ungroup first.
And go to data.
And then go to data. And then
there it is. Ungroup.
Ungroup. Yep.
Okay. It's easy once you look at it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh well.
All right. Any other questions?
So I just one question about the naming the sheets.
Yeah.
So we're just supposed to name them for what the spreadsheet shows.
It said an appropriate or something like that. Appropriate name.
It says give all 4 worksheets names that are descriptive of what each shows.
Okay.
So I have summary, original data, by supplier, and then by Aaron Rel. So
okay.
I don't know if there's a right or wrong. I think he's just going to look at it. But
yeah, I think as long as they're named and it's not something way off.
Yeah.
I did mine for what I would use the data for.
Yeah, no, that.
Yeah, that's a good idea too. Then you had to color them, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Green, red, yellow, blue. It shows up differently on a MacBook.
It shows up as I actually like that in the Mac.
I do too, actually.
Oh, the line. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that.
Anyway, so cool. I think we'll go ahead and end it here, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday.
Sounds great.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.